Hey everybody, how's it going? When I started shooting this video, I really didn't intend for it to be this long, but a lot of stuff happened. I figured that everybody would think at least some parts of it were cool, so I decided not to break it up into multiple videos, just put it on here like this. There's a lot of cool stuff in this. You can bounce around if you like, but don't give up, because towards the end we operated all of the signals in the collection at the depot. So check it out. If you just want to go straight to that, go ahead. However you want to do it. But a lot of trains, a lot of stuff happened, and it was really neat. It's a good video. All right, here we go. Hey everybody. I actually started shooting these clips last week when I was working up here. This is actually the Tehachapi Mountain Festival weekend. So I worked up here yesterday and today as well. And I was just going to shoot some trains. So I thought, you know what, let me put a video together of a few days of working up here and see what's going on. And some really, really cool things happened while I was up here. They ran a lot of trains, saw a lot of people. So check this video out. I think you're going to enjoy it. Alright. Eastbound BNSF manifest. Through the Tehachapi crossover, by the Depot Museum, and by the UP office. Westbound BNSF. These folks here are from Maryland. Got a UP sitting down there on the other side of the crossover. This is Kathy and this is Lou, and they are from Maryland.
Yeah. We have trains in Maryland too.
It's a little train with big power.
He's a short one.
Ah, he's a local. He's gonna go up here and, I don't know, back up this way, I guess. It's only, looks like he's gonna go down there. He'll cross over. Looks like he's gonna stop, and they'll throw the switches back and then come back up this track. I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do. Cement. There's a big cement plant right outside of town. Cleared the signal. He just told to head in that. See the red light on the back? That's what I was telling you, the end of train device.
That means it's backing up?
No, that just means that's the end of the train. That little box took the place of the caboose.
which track he came in on.
He came in on the other one.
On the other one, so now he's kind of going to fight it.
He's going back up the. This is the
So why does
number
this-
one track.
Why does this guy have to climb on?
Because the engineer doesn't know when he's getting close to the crossings, or he can't. This guy will tell them what the signals look like and what's clear. If they have to stop at another switch, he'll tell them where they're getting close. Local headed back out east to who knows where. Got something coming here.
More cement, maybe?
That's that same train. He probably went back there and picked up some more cars somewhere. Nope, he's got even fewer. Yeah, he's gonna go up here and stop, and they'll cross him over and he'll run back out to the plant. And this is another train. This is still Friday. They are really running a lot of trains today. It's pretty cool. Okay, that switch is getting ready to throw. He's going to throw the crossover. See that switch move in reverse? He'll reverse that switch. Then he'll clear that signal. That guy will climb up on the back of the train, and they'll move through the crossover, back over from the, he's on the number 1 track right now. He'll move over to the number 2 track, and he's probably going to go back out to the cement plant at Monolith and do some work out there. All right, he's on the move. He's got a clear signal. This family here are from Washington. Got a young rail fan here. He loves trains. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't interfere with his video. Short warning time. He accelerated a little quicker than he probably should have, but it's all right. Get out of Wyatt's way. First train I've got to get a video of today. This is my old buddy Bill Zoller, graduated from THS with me up here in Tehachapi in 1977. Showed up and wants a dime tour, so we're going to go get it on. when this train started getting by. I missed the head end, but always good to catch power. And they're running a lot of trains today. Awesome for the rail fans. Little LPG, it's like a lot of acids. This is the rotating banner, crossing warning system. Train go by, the stop sign rotate to stop the oncoming traffic, and then it would go like that. And this is a terminal signal. There's your stop. Lunars. And green proceed signals. This signal here came from Grand Central Station in New York. Terminal, you see the semaphore blade on it and the roundels for the green, yellow, and red signals. I don't know how Bill acquired all this stuff, but it was all his stuff. He was quite the wheeler dealer. This is the GRS 3-position color light signal. There's stop, approach, proceed, and green. This is the lower quadrant, style B semaphores. There's the green signal. That would have just been for a straight move up the main line. These are hydraulically operated, electrically controlled, hydraulically operated. These are the motor car indicators. When it's in the up position like that, and if the block was occupied, they needed to get their motor car off the tracks. Oh, hang on a second. There's that one there, the light one. We never had those lighted ones. This is the searchlights here. These replaced the semaphores. Got a red over red here. That means stop, don't go anywhere, don't do anything. That's a yellow over red. That would be a movement up straight up the track. Intermediate signals are designated by numbers. So these were both intermediate signals. These came from Arizona. There's a high green. Got another train going by there. CSX unit on the head. There's a green over yellow. This would have generally not been a signal you'd have seen. It would have been yellow over yellow, would have been the advance approach. The green over green. Okay, the yellow over yellow, that would mean that the train, this intermediate, would have been an approach of a control point, and yellow over yellow meant he was going to take the siding at the next signal. And generally, later on, the bottom heads were single position non-operative yellows. They wouldn't change colors. All right, upright wigwag. Most of these wigwags, they were generally seen on cantilevers, and the wigwag itself hung down. And this is a unilens here, a color light. This would have been a leaving signal for the main line or the siding, either one at a control point. As you can see, it doesn't have numbers on it, so it is not an intermediate. High green. Back to red and light out. The white light, I'm not sure what those lights would have indicated, to be perfectly honest. Got the helper units. This is the BNSF grain train. The center helper units. This is generally a 13 to 15,000 ton train. You've seen me do some videos of it. These searchlight signals here, you see those searchlights over there, that would have been intermediates, as I said, designated by a number. These would have been at a control point, the facing signals. As you can see, they have no number on them. These would have been operated by the dispatcher. Guess he's not going to light those. And a peach basket wigwag. I don't know why, I don't know if a peach basket actually looks like that, but they were designed to help debris off of trucks and cars from damaging the wigwag. Got that single position. We got another, that would be a lunar signal. Lunars for moving into occupied track. And then we have another 3-position color light dwarf signal. This one actually set on a mast at Bill's front gate on F Street. And this would have been an intermediate semaphore. You can see all these number plates all in the 684, 683, 685. That's how far you would have been from San Francisco, Southern Pacific Western lines. Mileposts all originated at San Francisco. And we are at Tehachapi, which is 360.5. So this would have been where you had the double quadrant over there, the lower quadrant. This would just been a single. This would have just been intermediate that was not an advance approach signal. You can see that these lights weren't very bright, hard to see during the day. And when they developed the searchlight signals, the signal was much more, used the same type of light bulb, but it had 2 magnifying lenses one inside and one on the outside, and it created a much more visible light. The searchlights were very good signals, and they were replaced recently with 3-position color light signals with LED lenses. This is another terminal signal. This one actually came out of Penn Station. And I am unfamiliar with the meaning of all these signals since they're all white. I'm not familiar with terminal signals. I never worked at a terminal. So if you know about it, drop in the comments below. I'd be interested, and I'm sure everyone else would too. An interesting story about some of these signals. As I said, Bill had this signal here at his gate, and I believe it was that signal there that he had halfway between his gate and his porch. And we said he could, if he didn't want to talk to you, he'd stop you at the gate with a red. If he wanted to talk to you in a little while, he'd give you a yellow signal at the gate and a red at the intermediate. And then if he just wanted to talk to you, well, then he'd just give you a green, bring you all the way in. This double style here, this lower quadrant, the story behind that is I was working in Palmdale, and I got down there. I was the lead man on the gang, which is like the assistant foreman. Asked my boss if he wanted me to load up the stuff for the crossing we were putting out in the desert, and he said, no, we're going to be working in Tehachapi today. Or just hook the trailer up. So we hooked the trailer up to our boom truck and drove up here, and we met Bill Stocco at the old turntable track here in Tehachapi, which is down that way a little ways, and it's not there anymore. And there was a gondola there, and it had this signal and another one just like it and some other stuff in it. And we took that out of the gondola, that stuff, and took it over to Bill's house, which was just right down there at the end of town on F Street. And Bill had already poured the foundation for this signal. So we set the signal for him and helped him get some of it wired up, spent the day up here. Bill bought us all lunch and said, oh, we can just keep this between us, since we were supposed to be working on a crossing. All right. One other thing is these P plates around here. I know that the P plates meant other things in other places, but around here they govern movement over protective devices. Like in this case, around here we had slide fences and high water detectors. I know that somebody said that meant something else on another road or in another place, but that's what they meant here. All right. And incidentally, I might add that all of these signals belonged to Bill Stocco. He had all of these in his backyard down at 429 F Street in Tehachapi, and he passed away in 1999, and his widow Betty sold these signals, all of this as a lot, to the city of Tehachapi, and they put them in storage. They already knew that they were going to build a depot one day, so they kept them in storage until the depot deal was complete. They brought them down here and started putting them together. These were all working signals in Bill's backyard, and as you saw, they are all working signals now. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the signals at the Tehachapi Depot Museum. Well, that will conclude my video of a couple of weekends working at the Tehachapi Depot Museum through the Tehachapi Mountain Festival. A lot of cool things happen, I promise you they would. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. Keep shooting me the ideas. Leave them in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later. Maybe up here at the depot.